informant and so there's a lot of writing clearly in love or not in love.
Well, and key to making your characters three-dimensional is how they react to other people. Do you have like a favorite character that your character interacts with? Do you like the way your character is around a certain other character on the show?
I love the way Alicia reacts with Eli Gold, because I mean, Alan Cumming is a dear friend of mine anyway, and it's so rare that we get scenes together, but when we do, I think she's constantly shocking him in ways that makes her laugh, because to her it's so not a shock, but he's so earnest and stern, and yet he's completely lost when it comes to Alicia, and I think she likes playing him. We just have a really good time together on the set, and I love watching. I mean, he used to be Josh Charles, but he's no longer with the good wife. That was a special relationship. I loved how Alicia and he danced together and around each other. But Alan definitely is one of those people.
Vera, it's like a tighter circle there, but
it's a tighter circle, and of course I cherish the relationship with Norman. I mean, that's the story focuses on mother and son, and Freddie is outstanding. But I really like my my scenes when I look forward to all the scenes with Nestor Carbonell, who plays Romero. And I think this is what I respond to your character so much. I think when you were talking about the fact that he doesn't talk much, I'm thinking, what? He talks all the time. I'm thinking, what's so beatific about your character, what's so beautiful is that there's so much that's unspoken, and subtextually your character is so rich, and and that's where and with Romero it's that similar relation. There's so much that's unspoken, and there's so much subtext. It's just drenched with subtext, and there's this magnetism. And yet they're opposites. So I think that one, Romero.
Jon?
I could answer it in a couple different ways, but I think the one that's probably the loaded with the most sort of uncertainty and history and layers is the relationship between Don and Peggy. It's come so far from the beginning of the show to where it is now, and yet it's still can surprise you with its anger and meanness, its tenderness, and its vulnerability. I think that's probably the deepest relationship that Don has with anyone on the show, and it's a work relationship. There is no family really to that. There's certainly no sexuality to that. There's nothing there other than two people who believe in each other's creative abilities and talent, and yet have a hard time being in the same room together sometimes. And Elizabeth is an incredibly talented actress as well, so it's always fun to be in scenes, because you just immediately trust that you're in good hands on the other side of the conversation.
Lizzy? You're also tight.
Yeah, well, obviously with Michael Sheen, because it would be a nightmare if I didn't like being in scenes with him. Yeah, which could happen.
Yeah.
There's time. But he and I are very much on the same page when it comes to keeping this relationship between Masters and Johnson, this kind of nebulous, undefinable thing from moment to moment. We never want them to be clearly in love or not in love, or have their relationship be in any way obvious to each other or to the audience. And so in every beat we really strive for that. But beyond that relationship, I really like working with Julianne Nicholson, who plays DePaul. She's ridiculously talented and just a wonderful girl, but on top of that, her character has cancer, and we go much deeper into that in the second season, and she's one of those actresses that the lines are so blurred between what's real and what's not, that now when I see her it's just kind of like difficult not to cry, because she's so just like this
When she carries herself, like she's so strong.
She's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing. But she's also, you know, she's strong, but this kind of just
Vulnerable.
this wound of a woman. When she breaks down, there's not, you know, there's something very, very tough to watch when somebody that strong breaks down. And I don't know anybody who does it better than she does.